I'm Charlotte.
I'm Belle.
And we're the Phage Sisters.
It's time to draw.
So in this video we are showing you guys the Art of Animation Hotel on Disney property. We stayed there in September 2019. It was the first time we'd stayed there. We'd had many things, many historical facts, and we were interested to see what it was going to be like. So welcome to our video of the Art of Animation Hotel Resort. Art of Animation Resort. Enjoy!
So here we are at Art of Animation. This is the view from our room. We are top floor of the Little Mermaid section, and we are in the Ariel building. So we are here, and over there in the distance you can see, we zoom in so slowly because we'll have to zoom in, you can see Pop Century, which is really exciting. We are relatively far away from the main building, which is where you pick the bus up and where the food court is, but it means you get to walk through the Finding Nemo section and the Lion King section, and that's really cool to see. And then this, if I can be let in, is our room.
Welcome.
Oh, thank you so much.
That's okay.
Thank you. So, we're obsessed with this mirror, and if you stand in it, oh, will it focus? It won't focus, I'll show you. If you stand in it, it looks like they're looking at you. And here we have some Under the Sea sheet music, and the beds, and the lights above the beds are bubbles, which I think is an adorable thing. And here are Flounder and Sebastian. Thank you, Annabelle, demonstrating how they turn on.
This is how electricity works.
It's a little picture of Eric and Scuttle and Max. And then here is a cute little clothes peg, a little coat rack, which I actually think we could use for our ears, which is a really good idea. Then instead of having a bathroom door, you have a bathroom curtain. And on the bathroom curtain are lots of animals from the Under the Sea section. Oh, thank you, Annabelle. Oh, my favourite, the snails. Naturally, they're like, please help us, please. The conger fish and the fluke, who is the Duke of Seoul.
Yeah.
Stop it. And then if we go in, this is our little mirror, which is adorable. There's me, hi. And then in the bathroom, the shower curtain is Ariel in her treasure trove with an hourglass, which is really interesting because no, she's not with an owl, because the lake separating Pop Century and Art of Animation is called Hourglass Lake. So bye, Ariel. And then this is the interior of the bath slash shower, and it's her treasure trove, as if we already didn't have an excuse to sing in the shower. But yes, this is great. There's no kettle for making tea though, so 0 out of 5 on TripAdvisor will not. I'm joking. I'm joking. This is great.
Tea.
So this is the Little Mermaid section of the Art of Animation Resort. This is where we are staying. Lion King section. It's really cool because all the plant life and the colours of the paintwork, oh hi Zazu, all match the little section you're in, so you can see the hyenas, their scar, so that's why all the paintwork is quite dark. It's a big resort in the sense that there's probably a fair few rooms. I wouldn't like to guesstimate how many, but it's not that big.
I think it's interesting, the Lion King section is the only one that seems to have 2 buildings and they're just straight, whereas when you look at the map...
Oh no, Cars has 2 buildings, but they're in like T formations. Oh look, giraffes.
Ignore me then, but I know nothing.
But oh, Mufasa. But what's it called? Finding Nemo has 3.
Correction, past selves, you were wrong. The Little Mermaid has 3 buildings. The Lion King has 2 buildings. The Finding Nemo has 2 buildings. And the Cars have 3 buildings. Continue with the video, thank you.
So here is the Finding Nemo section. And right here is the main building. Inside, we've got some really beautiful pieces of art all the way up here, but they are doing some work on the other ones. Over there, it's all Play Arcade, the old marble game there, not sure what that is. The ink and paint shop is still open, and then through there you can see landscape of flavours, which is the eatery, the food court. And then this is the main area. This is where you check in. And the animation classes take place at the bottom of that hall. And then this is the bus stop.
See, there's another dog there. We've seen so many dogs today.
There's so many dogs at this resort.
That's the 4th dog I've seen at this resort. Wait, it's a dog friendly resort? We should find that out.
I think most of them are dog friendly. You have to ask for dog friendly rooms though or something, I think. But this is where all of the buses go from.
So we stayed at the Art of Animation Resort when Hurricane Dorian arrived. One night, I think it was our 2nd night, they closed the whole parks. We weren't allowed to go in. So we decided that day to walk around and show the hotel resort.
I think it was our 4th, sorry, I was trying to work it out. We landed on the Saturday and then it was Labour Day weekend, wasn't it? Or was it Labour Day weekend the weekend after? When is Labour Day? What is Labour Day weekend?
What is Labour Day?
Why white after Labour Day?
America, explain! Explain! I don't get it!
No, I think
I get your Independence Day.
3rd or 4th night.
A night that we spent.
I'm so confused
one of the
with
nights
passage of time right now.
That we spent at Art of Animation. We had to stay in and we decided to go around the resort so that we could fully see it and that we could show people, so...
However, it's really windy, so there's no sound.
Yeah.
We've just sped it up and muted the sound because it was horrendously windy and it's all
because the hurricane
that was being picked up. So all of the dialogue is now muted and we've fast forwarded it because it was annoying. So we're making our way to the food hall right now. It's just before 7.
Typecasting.
Oh!
Funny man, Nathan Lane originally came in to audition for Zazu, but the
No
director
way!
wisely gave him the part of wisecracking meerkat. No.
Timon.
Timon.
These are so cute on the side of the building.
A Scar is born. Jeremy Irons was the voice of Scar, but he didn't sing Be Prepared. He had sore throat, so Jim Cummings, the voice of Hyena Ed, and Winnie the Pooh, and the Cheshire Cat, sang it instead.
I know that. He's not the Cheshire Cat in the original film.
No, oh my god, he wasn't okay then. Okay.
Yeah, so we're going to go and get some food because everything is closed due to the hurricane.
Yeah. That little blustery back there.
Oh my gosh, look at it. I honestly thought thought would be bigger. The gap is so small. You can see how it could have worked with this resort being the sort of sister.
Century.
Yeah. Have a good day at school, kids. That's what he says. It's quite loud. The Lion King section is over there. We're sat in the Cars section, which is really cool. Finding Nemo and the Little Mermaid are over there. We went for a turkey sandwich with double helping of crisps so we can both share. I got a chicken noodle soup as well. Annabelle got coleslaw and then a vegetable soup with crackers.
Really good, actually. I'm ready.
So the restaurant on site of the resort is called Landscape of Flavors. There is a wide variety of flavors you can get. There's like,
Because it's a food court.
there's like what, 4 different stations that you can get food
Something
from.
like that, yeah.
Pretty sure you can get pizza, I know.
You can get almost everything. I think there's your regular quick service, so burgers, nuggets, fries, but then also
pretty sure they have,
pizza,
like,
a salad
noodles.
station. There was spaghetti.
There was,
So I don't know whether there was noodles or spaghetti, but there was also fruit and a desserts cabinet.
But-
you could buy like big cakes as well. Did you see
Yeah, you
like
could
4
try-
birthday cakes
yeah.
that are bigger than my face? Like they were huge. Basically, because it's a food court and because it's not a sit-down restaurant, it has something for everyone. And so you can just go around, pick what you want, and then you all go and pay at the very end. So it's actually
However,
really good for people like us.
I must
who eat
say,
different
when we
things.
went in September, it was before Disney launched their like 400 plant-based dishes, and I remember it was the only night that we ate there, and I remember that there wasn't much for me. I am a bit of a fuzzy eater, like
But she's also a vegetarian.
yes.
You just say that.
I didn't say that
Because
did I?
otherwise it just looks like you don't like burgers,
No,
pizza,
I'm a
spaghetti,
vegetarian.
salad.
I'm a vegetarian that doesn't like tofu. So if there's ever a substitute and it's like, oh, tofu, your girl's
not
not
eating it.
your girl's not eating that day. But I remember I had soup. It was really good.
What soup did you have?
It was like tomato, I think.
Okay.
I
was just curious.
Minestrone. It was
Minestrone.
red.
It was minestrone. It was minestrone. No, doesn't minestrone have meat in it? No, why would you put meat in a soup?
You can put meat in a soup. You have turkey soup every Boxing Day.
I had chicken noodle soup.
Yes, you
can put meat in
did.
soup.
So I had soup. I'm sure you'll see either before or after this clip. What did you have? Oh, well, we've already
Chicken
established.
noodle soup.
Sure, I had chicken noodle soup.
A turkey croissant sandwich with crisps.
Well, I don't
You
eat
had some of my
meat,
crisps.
but I also had a little bit of your croissant. I hadn't touched the turkey, and it was a good croissant.
Because, no, I've just remembered, you could have 2 sides. You could have crisps, and then I think it was something like coleslaw or corn or something that I don't eat. So we got 2 portions of chips. I got 2 sides of chips, or rather crisps, so that you could have them.
Yes, I did. They were good.
There we go. Now we figured it out.
But I thought it was pretty decent. They have themed areas to the themed building. So there's a Cars and Lion King, Finding Nemo and Little Mermaid area, which is cute. But because it is a food court, it can be quite loud in there.
But obviously the day that we went there, it was exceptionally busy. It was
Yeah, because everyone was
everything
in.
was closed and everybody had a curfew to be inside by. So everybody was there grabbing sort of what they could. But they do also do breakfast and they do lunch. And I can imagine when it's not hurricane season, it's actually
Quite nice.
I think it's really good for families because of
Yes.
everything they have on offer, and there's a lot of room. You can fit push chairs in
Yeah.
there, and there's high chairs, and you can push seating together if you have a large party.
Because of the different sections though, you all pay at one point. So you could go get a burger, but then someone could go get spaghetti, but then you all meet up at one
and then you all
cashier.
meet up and then pay. So it's really good for families, I think.
Yeah.
Well, I'm talking about families with young children.
Due to the hurricane,
You want to be
we have lots of characters out and about. Look, who's this?
even.
How many tins did I have? Did I break my record?
What is your record?
35.
Do it.
You gotta go down there though.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. About 7.
Tell the actual chair.
I did.
Wow. I hate it.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Look how cool this is.
To take a cupcake away. We took the Little Mermaid cupcake away.
Weird.
It was disappointing, I'm not gonna lie.
It had like pineapple chunks in it.
It's like compote. You had like the cupcake and then right in the middle was this like a pineapple thing. And then you had the icing and then a white chocolate mermaid tail in it. So it looked really cool, it looked really pretty. I'm not a huge fan of like American cupcakes. I like my cupcakes to be quite like fluffy and light, whereas the majority of the cupcakes I've had over in Florida are very dense. But sometimes I can have a dense cupcake, but majority of the time I don't
I wonder
want
whether they're like that though, because they're made in bulk and then they're put into chillers.
Yeah,
and they have to
freezers.
last a long time. And so, but they're put in there done.
Yeah.
You know, they're not chilling the cake, so then they can ice it. This isn't Great British Bake Off. Like, they're mass producing them. So,
But it
was aesthetically pleasing.
Yes.
And the icing was nice. It
just didn't do it for me.
it was bizarre. The Prosecco did it for me, the cupcake didn't.
Yeah, there's something in it.
I don't know what. What do you think of the Art of Animation Resort?
I really like it.
There we have it, folks. I really like it.
The location is really great. It doesn't really take more than 10 minutes to get to each park. And the buildings on the outside, because we didn't see the inside of the other buildings, the buildings on the outside are really well themed. They're really fun. It's nice to really feel like you're at Disney. I think sometimes theming can either be too subtle or too much, but if you know you're going into too much, then it's okay. It was really fun every day to walk past the giant Timon and Pumbaa and the giant Nemo and that kind of thing. The rooms inside were really great. They were your bog standard 2 double beds and a bathroom. For us, it worked really well because there were only 2 of us in there. I think for families with young children it would work well, however I'm not sure it would work well for a family of fully grown adults, because then you've got 4 fully grown adults in that room with 4 cases and a lot of clothes, and while there's a fair amount of storage, there's not loads and loads of storage for clothes and suitcases and shoes and that kind of thing. So I think if you're a group of 4 fully grown adults, that might be a bit of a squeeze.
I agree.
The theming of the room was really fun though. It was really cute. I really liked it because I love The Little Mermaid. I thought it was the best themed, well, I thought the outside of The Little Mermaid and the outside of the Cars area were the best themed areas.
Yeah, I agree.
I thought they were really wonderful. Everybody there, all the cast members were really helpful. They couldn't do enough for us. Our room overlooked Pop Century and Caribbean Beach and the Skyliner, which was really cool. The buses run pretty regularly because
We didn't have
it's
to
a
wait.
bus-heavy resort.
We didn't have to wait long for a bus.
Skyliner was not open by the time we stayed there, but if the Skyliner was open,
Would've been great.
That's perfect. You're not too far from Pop Century, that the Generation Gap Bridge is quite small. So if you want to go over to Pop Century because you want to to go to their food court. That's not too far. I thought
the running track for Art of Animation joins up with Pop Century, so you have like Art of Animation here and then Pop Century here. The bridge is like round here, but you can run all the way around, so I went over a few times to Pop Century and it was very simple to get there.
I really liked it. I thought it was really fun, and I'd definitely stay there again. I wouldn't hesitate.
Yeah, I would.
To stay there again. I'd choose to stay in the Little Mermaid room because I really like the theming inside. I don't know, I've seen videos of the themings of the other rooms, and I don't think they're themed as well from what I've seen, but I've not seen it in person.
I feel as well from what I've seen of videos of the other rooms is that they have a living area, they have a little kitchenette, so they're for more people, whereas as you've seen...
That's something to remember though actually. There was no kitchenette, so there was no kettle. Don't even talk to me about the fiasco about trying to get a kettle. I really needed one and we couldn't. So if you we bought breakfast cereal, we bought it from the Contemporary actually, with like plastic bowls and plates and cups and spoons, because there isn't anything there. That's something to keep in mind if you are going to stay there. There isn't really anywhere to store food. There's a fridge, but there's no kitchenette, there's no sink, there's only like the bathroom sink, and there's no cups and plates given to you like there would be a DVC or deluxe. Well, depending which deluxe you're staying at. That's the main thing for me. I could have really done with a kettle and a bowl and a spoon and a cup instead of having to buy a pack of like 5. Because there's only 2 of us. So we had like 5 bowls and there was no need for that when we were having granola and that was it.
But I think it's a great hotel. It suited us so well for our trip in September, and it became so homely after a while.
Definitely, there is lovely. I think because of the theming there is sort of a familiarity.
Yeah.
We didn't use the pools, but the pools looked really good.
We did.
They looked really fun. It was just outside our door as well, which is another reason why I stay at the Little Mermaid resort again.
The Little Mermaid, the Finding Nemo and the Cars have their own little pool. The main pool is the Finding Nemo one. We liked it. We'd recommend if you want to stay, go stay there.
It is, from what I remember, the most expensive of the value resorts. Couldn't tell you why off the top of my head. I don't know enough about exactly what the pricing system includes for the other resorts because we didn't look at those. But I do know that it is the most expensive of the value resorts. Just gonna put that out there.
So thanks for watching our video of our stay at the Art of Animation Resort. We hope you enjoyed it. We hope that you got some information out of it.
We hope it was helpful or entertaining in some way. It was kind of the first thing we did when we decided that we wanted to do this channel. It was the first thing we filmed. We didn't really have a stabilizer at the time, and we were competing with literally Gale Force winds.
We hope that you didn't get motion sickness while watching this. And if you did, I'm sorry. See you next time!